subscribers. However, his latest remarks disparage Southeast Asians and their own cultural traditions. One fan said, quote, "He lost his uncle title in my book," end quote. Honor and insults carry a greater meaning here than in the West, and many want an apology. The insult also stirs the pot in a divisive and ongoing debate, especially between Cambodia and Thailand, about who originated what in everything from food to sports to religion and more. One YouTube comment read, quote, "Uncle Roger is clueless about history. Thailand exists way later than Cambodia and Laos. So where is Thai food from? A copy from Cambodia and Laos," end quote. Statements like that generate further arguments of who did it first, causing regional divides in cultures that could instead be celebrating a common heritage. The Ministry of Tourism says his remarks are damaging to the Cambodian tourism industry, which has worked hard to promote Cambodia on the international stage for its beautiful culture and unique cuisine. It said his assessment did not represent the reality of Cambodian cuisine, which was celebrated in Paris last year after the Taste of Angkor cookbook won the Best Asian Cooking Prize. Additionally, Khmer Brothers have won Best Pie in Australia 3 times using Khmer-inspired flavors over the last 3 years. The Ministry of Tourism has confirmed that it is working closely with the relevant authorities to respond to the situation and requested that 32-year-old Nigel Yung, or Uncle Roger, publicly apologize to the Cambodian people and immediately edit the video. Many people believe Uncle Roger's comments were an intentional move to stir up controversy and gain more attention. His comments definitely endear him to his Thai audience and the armchair activists who promote the ancient Siamese Empire as the originator of much of Southeast Asian culture. Unfortunately, it has also caused hurt and embarrassment to a people whose culture was nearly completely erased during a genocide 40 years ago, and that is working hard to rebuild and preserve its heritage. Kristen Winters, EAC News. You're watching EAC News. Thank you for joining us. Interim Prime Minister and President of the Cambodian People's Party, Hun Sen, will meet with ministers and officials of both the current government and the upcoming government at CPP headquarters on Thursday. EAC News reporter Anthony Ellis has more.
After his party secured a landslide victory in the 2023 general election last month, Prime Minister Hun Sen announced he will resign his position on August 22nd, providing an opportunity for his son, Dr. Hun Manet, to continue in his stead. Yesterday, King Norodom Sihanouk approved the appointment of Hun Manet as Prime Minister, authorising him to form a new Council of Ministers for parliamentary approval on August 21st. This will be the first time many Cambodians experience the leadership of someone other than the Prime Minister Hun Sen, who has been in office for 38 years. He said his decision is meant to maintain stability and peace in the country. Anthony Ellis, EAC News.
You're watching EAC News. Thank you for joining us. Popular YouTuber Uncle Roger has caused quite a stir amongst the people of Cambodia and Laos, who feel disrespected by a comment he made in a recent video, disparaging their cuisine as a poor imitation of Thai food. EAC News reporter Anthony Ellis headed to Phnom Penh's Russian market, known as Tul Tumpong to the locals, to find out what people had to say about the Cambodian food they'd just tried.
YouTube influencer Uncle Roger compares Cambodian food lesser than Thai food. It's outraged the Cambodian people and also the Ministry of Tourism. I have to say, Uncle Roger, as a nephew, we've come out to speak to some of the people out here in Tul Tumpong market, also known as Russian market, to see what they think about the Khmer food. Yada is a volunteer from Germany and has been in Cambodia for almost a year. When we caught up with her, she has been filled up on local food.
Now, and it's so delicious, and the variety of food is just amazing, and a lot of stuff like.
In a year in Cambodia, she has found the food to not only be delicious, but also accommodating to specific diets.
Even if you're vegan, you can get something that's very good, very delicious. Yes.
Tida Ok is a second-generation cafe owner at the Russian market stall. She says that she's always received positive feedback from people passing through.
Oh, when they come, they said that Cambodia is the best, the good, like the food, or like the people, like friendly, yes.
Sophia has also been here for almost a year. While she has travelled through neighbouring countries, she finds Cambodia to have the best food.
Yeah, I've been to Vietnam and Thailand, and their food was good, but not as good as Cambodian food.
Yada had heard about Uncle Roger's controversy, and while she's a fan, she thinks he really missed the mark on this assessment of Cambodian food.
Yes, I've been to Thailand, but I have to disagree with him. I'm very sorry to say that Uncle Roger misses a take, and I don't want to get cancer, but I think he misses this one because it's very good. It's better than Thai, better than Vietnamese food. It has a variety and a lot of history tied to it. It's very, very good.
Safia had words of wisdom for anyone questioning whether Cambodian food is worth exploring.
Come to Cambodia, try it for yourself.
So there we have it. It just spoke to a couple of people who've eaten local food in a local market where they said the food was beautiful. Even been to Thailand and said the food is better than Thailand. Anthony Ellis, EAC News, Tong Tong Market.
You're watching EAC News. Thank you for joining us. Secretary General of the Lao People's Revolutionary Party and President of Laos, Thongloun Sisoulith, is confident in Cambodia's next government mandate, led by future Prime Minister Hun Manet. During a virtual meeting with the current Prime Minister Hun Sen this morning, the Laotian president expressed his congratulations and anticipation in working with the Prime Minister's successor. EAC News reporter Anthony Ellis has more.
In a press release issued today by the Cambodian People's Party, reported that the President of Laos expressed his strong belief that relations between the two countries would continue to grow and develop under the next Prime Minister's rule. He then reaffirmed his commitment to furthering progress between the ruling parties and the peoples of Laos and Cambodia. CPP President Hun Sen thanked President Thongloun Sisoulith for his warm wishes and vote of confidence, saying that it reflects a strong fidelity and solidarity in the long-term strategic partnership between the two countries. Future Prime Minister Hun Manet was officially appointed by the King as the next Prime Minister yesterday. He is now in the process of forming a Council of Ministers and appointing officials in what is expected to be a large turnover of power to the next generation. Prime Minister Hun Sen announced his resignation just 3 days after his party scheduled a landslide victory in July 2030 election. He said that the move is meant to ensure the peace and stability of the nation. Anthony Ellis, EAC News.
You're watching EAC News. Thank you for joining us. Dr. Hun Manet has been appointed by royal decree of the King as Prime Minister of Cambodia for the 7th mandate of the National Assembly. The decree was signed on August 7th and announced by Interim Prime Minister Hun Sen on his telegram the following day. EAC News reporter Anthony Ellis has more.
Article 2 of the decree gives Hun Manet permission and instruction to form a new cabinet. The new batch of ministers and officials must be approved by the National Assembly on August 21st. On August 22nd, Prime Minister Hun Sen is expected to end his 38-year term and his son, Dr. Hun Manet, will take over the role, having been approved by the long-reigning Cambodian People's Party as the next Prime Minister. Hun Sen will continue to occupy key government roles. However, he intends to run as President of the Senate in February 2024 and has been appointed by the King as the President of the Supreme Council of the King. He is also President of the Cambodian People's Party. Anthony Ellis, EAC News.
You're watching EAC News. Thank you for joining us. Former Thai Prime Minister Thaksin Shinawatra and his sister, former Prime Minister Yingluck Shinawatra, were seen attending outgoing Prime Minister Hun Sen's 71st birthday celebration over the weekend. EAC News reporter Anthony Ellis has the story.
Prime Minister Hun Sen's TikTok account posted a video on Sunday from his birthday celebrations held the previous day. In it, Thaksin and Yingluck can be seen standing next to the Cambodian Prime Minister and his family. The Prime Minister wrote on the post that he thinks Thaksin as a brother. Thaksin was ousted by the military group in 2006, and Yingluck was found guilty of dereliction of duties by the same military junta in 2017. Both have been living in self-exile to avoid jail sentences handed down in what they say political motivated court cases. Thaksin recently announced that he would return to Thailand after national elections in May saw the military lose. However, the date of this return to the country is still unclear. It has been postponed due to what he says is a medical appointment, while the Thai Parliament is in deadlock on a decision about the country's next Prime Minister. Anthony Ellis, EAC News.
You're watching EAC News. Thank you for joining us. On Saturday afternoon, President of the Cambodian People's Party and Prime Minister Hun Sen received a video call from the leader of the Vietnamese Communist Party, Nguyen Phu Trong, congratulating him on his party's victory in the last month's general election. EAC News reporter Anthony Ellis has the details.
During the meeting, Secretary-General Nguyen Phu Trong praised the leadership of the Prime Minister Hun Sen, who guided the CPP with the strong beliefs and the support of the people. He also praised Cambodians' progress under the current Prime Minister and expressed his confidence in the future Prime Minister Hun Manet to continue to achieve new victories. Nguyen Phu Trong also expressed his full support in the progress of building and developing Cambodia through maintaining and enhancing positive relations between the ruling parties and the people of the two countries. Prime Minister Hun Sen expressed gratitude for the call and celebrated a year of peace, solidarity and comprehensive and lasting cooperation between Cambodia and Vietnam. He returned the Vietnamese leader's compliments, saying that the Communist Party of Vietnam has brought about steady progress in socio-economic development to promote Vietnam's prestige and increasingly important role in regional and international forums. The two leaders stressed the importance of solidarity and mutual assistance as important factors in national unity, territorial integrity and freedom for the people. They also discussed the importance of teaching the youth to learn each other, share experiences and understand their history, which will contribute to the constitution of the strong friendship between the two countries. Prime Minister Hun Sen finished the call by inviting Nguyen Phu Trong and other leaders of the Communist Party of the Vietnam to visit Cambodia in the near future. It is likely that the visit will take place under the leadership of the future Prime Minister Hun Manet, who was due to take over on August 22nd. The Vietnamese leader extended a similar invitation to the CPP president, who will likely to be visiting as the president of the Cambodian Senate rather than the Prime Minister. Anthony Ellis, EAC News.
Tao lúc nè chit rip api pipi miền tế, hai bị bạ rộpក្រុមហ៊ុនថតវីដេអូផ្សាយផ្ទាល់ដែលមានគុណភាពមែនទេអស់កង្វល់រ៉ាទីកាជាក្រុមហ៊ុនទទួលស្គាល់លំដាប់អន្តរជាតិលើសេវាកម្មថតផ្សាយផ្ទាល់គ្រប់កម្មវិធីកម្រិត 4K ដំបូងបង្អស់នៅកម្ពុជារ៉ាទីកាប្រើប្រាស់ឧបករណ៍ទំនើបម៉ាកល្បីធានាគុណភាពការផលិតតាមបច្ចេកវិទ្យាទាន់សម័យរ៉ាទីកានឹងជួយធ្វើឲ្យកម្មវិធីលោកអ្នកកាន់តែមានភាពអស្ចារ្យលោកអ្នកនឹងបានឃើញរាល់សកម្មភាពក្នុងពិធីទៅលើកញ្ចក់ទូរទស្សន៍ទំហំធំកម្រិត 4K និងការបញ្ចាំងលើផ្ទាំងក្រណាត់សព្រមទាំង LED ដែលមានរូបភាពច្បាស់ត្រជាក់ភ្នែកសូមអញ្ជើញកក់ពីឥឡូវនេះតាមរយៈលេខទូរស័ព្ទ012 823 848 017 838 889និង016 823 848រ៉ាទីកាទំនុកចិត្តការទទួលខុសត្រូវនិងគុណភាពខ្ពស់រ៉ាទីកា Entertainment ក្រុមតន្ត្រីអាជីពកំសាន្តបែបស្រាលពីរោះមិនថ្លង់ភ្ញៀវរំភើបចិត្តពិធីរឹតតែអស្ចារ្យ Relax រ៉ាទីកា Entertainment ញ៉ាំងឲ្យកម្មវិធីលោកអ្នកកាន់តែមានភាពអធិកអធមរ៉ាទីកា Entertainment ក្រុមតន្ត្រីដ៏ល្អសម្រាប់ក្រុមគ្រួសារលោកអ្នកសូមអញ្ជើញកក់ពីឥឡូវនេះសម្រាប់កម្មវិធីលោកអ្នកតាមរយៈលេខទូរស័ព្ទ017 838 889 012 823 848 និង016 823 848
If it's happening and you need to know about it, you'll get it all right here. EAC News brings you updates and breaking news in English across all of our platforms and channels. The EAC News app, YouTube, Facebook, Telegram, Twitter, and our website www.eacnews.asia. EAC News' passionate team of reporters, writers, cameramen, and video editors are hard at work around the clock, bringing you world-class reports on everything from local and regional news to the latest international stories and the most dramatic footage from around the world. It takes meetings, research, phone calls, and emails. And that's before we even get out of the newsroom and onto the set.
I'm Anthony Ellis, a news reporter for EAC News. Thanks for watching.
Cambodian tourist to China. I'm Kristen Winters. I'm a news reporter with EAC News. Thank you for watching.
I'm Darshana Gauchan, EAC News reporter. Thanks for watching us.
I'm Dekha Nim, Sales and Marketing Manager at EAC News. Thank you for joining us.
I am Honsare Ward, EAC News Channel Manager. Thank you for watching us.
EAC News, English language news show, Cambodia's most comprehensive. The Daily Roundup on the EAC News channel, shooting interviews into the field. And those pieces to camera. Join us and subscribe. We wouldn't want you to miss a thing. The Daily Roundup on the EAC News channel. EAC News, Cambodia made clear.
You're watching EAC News.
Thanks for joining us.
You're watching EAC News. Thank you for joining us. 8 outstanding Golden Gate American School students returned with 16 medals from the United Kingdom's Teen Eagle English competition held from July 30th through August 6th. This is the second time GGAS Deputy Principal Lee Diamond has accompanied students to the competition, and he is proud of their excellent results.
ចំពោះកម្មវិធី Teen Eagle នេះជាលើកទី2នៃដែលយើងបានដឹកនាំសិស្សសាលា American Golden Gate ទៅប្រកួតនៅទីក្រុងឡុងចំពោះលើកទី1យើងមានសិស្សទៅចូលរួមនឹងទទួលបានលទ្ធផលជាច្រើនមេដាយជាច្រើនហើយចំពោះលើកនេះដែរសិស្សសាលា American Golden Gate បានទៅចូលរួមចំនួន8នាក់ហើយយើងទទួលបានមេដាយមាសចំនួន16មេដាយហើយនឹងពានមួយ
This was Sakura's first time competing in the Teen Eagle competition, and despite not getting the results she wanted, she was happy to make friends and gain experience.
During the competition, I had made lots of new friends and it was very exciting. At the end, I kind of was disappointed with my score, but it was great. I got honorable mention, so I passed, but I didn't got good enough. This is my first time.
Bimien and Vichia, who also participated in the Teen Eagle competition, said that they had some worries and fears during the competition, but after they had their results and medals, they were happy.
At first I was pretty nervous, but at the end it was exciting because I made some new friends and it was fun. I got bronze and honorable. Yeah, it's my first time.
GGAS student Riek, who won 2 bronze medals, said that in addition to the opportunity to compete, he also got to learn about how different the lifestyles are between London and Cambodia.
At first I was feeling very scared that I might fail, but when I came back, turns out I actually won 2 medals. So I feel happy that I won. My first medal is bronze for productive skill and my knowledge skill is honorable mention. When I got my medal, I was relieved.
This was Sak's first time in the competition, and he was very happy with his bronze medals. First-time competitor Koik was also afraid of failure, but managed to secure a silver medal and an honorable mention, even with her shy and quiet demeanor. Lee Diamond said that GGAS regularly enrolls students in competitions around the world to give them the opportunity to excel on an international stage, as well as increase their global knowledge and empower them to participate with students from around the world. Golden Gate American School was established in 1996 and became a general education school in 2009, using an international curriculum to train Cambodian students. Since 2017, 231 GGAS students have gone abroad to compete in programs like the Pangea Math Olympiad, Teen Eagle, the Copernicus Olympiad, and the World Scholars Cup. Kristen Winters, EAC News. You're watching EAC News. Thank you for joining us. Having been appointed by royal decree as Cambodia's next prime minister on Monday, Dr. Hun Manet was given a new honorary title by King Norodom Sihamoni on Tuesday. The new title is a blessing from the king and implies confidence in the future prime minister's ability to lead. As a doctor, Hun Manet is a member of the Royal Academy and is now the only one to carry the distinct title of Kate Tesa Piba Bandut, which refers to a person with deep knowledge and wisdom who leads his administration to keep the country prosperous. The request for the new title was submitted to the king by Dr. Hun Manet's father, current Prime Minister Hun Sen. The king granted the request and asked that official government documents carry the new honorific moving forward. Dr. Hun Manet will officially become Prime Minister on the evening of August 22nd. On that day, Prime Minister Hun Sen will resign the position he has held closely for 38 years. Prime Minister Hun Sen will remain a key figure in Cambodian politics, however, as the President of the Supreme Council of the King and President of the Senate in 2024. He has stated his intention to extend his political career to at least half a century and already prides himself on being the longest-serving Prime Minister in the world. Kristen Winters, EAC News. You're watching EAC News. Thank you for joining us. In the first 7 months of 2023, Cambodia's agricultural exports saw a 20% decrease when compared to the same period last year. This reflects an overall trend in fewer Cambodian exports this year in their staple products like garments, footwear, and travel goods. EAC News reporter Anthony Ellis has more.
According to a report from the Department of Agriculture yesterday, Cambodia's exported just over 4.5 million tonnes of agricultural products this year, including 362,708 tonnes of milled rice and over 1.5 million tonnes of unmilled rice to 68 countries. The estimate value of exported agricultural products is nearly $2.6 billion. The report states that although agriculture exports overseas markets have declined, Cambodia's second quarter this year saw a 3.32% increase, which is attributed to India's decision to shut down its rice exports to maintain its own food security. The price of rice in the international market has been rising, and Cambodia is studying strategies that can benefit its economy by increasing the capacity of local mills to increase processing. The government has also been trying to seal deals with other countries, which will allow to direct export to international markets. Anthony Ellis, EAC News.
You're watching EAC News. Thank you for joining us. The Anti-Drug Department cracked down on 3 people in Phnom Penh Sensok and Chamkarmon